This episode of It's Corona Time is brought to you by the 91BTV YouTube channel. 91BTV specializes in making content that is interactive, entertaining, and innovative. 91BTV's YouTube channel displays a variety of content ranging from short films to vlogs to commentaries via various shows like Kevin's Love Mega's Friendship and Love, Kevin's Living Moments, and Tech Now. To check out that YouTube channel, go ahead to youtube.com/91BTV. Hello, people of the world and podcast fam. My name is Kevin Jackson, and welcome to It's Corona Time, episode 4. Today we have two fabulous guests with us and have them introduce themselves, the dynamic duo.
Hello, I'm Daisy.
Hi, I'm Francis.
All right, so we got Daisy and Francis in today, and as always, I have my Corona Bia. Just kidding. Today, this is the Left Hand Brewing Company Milk Stout. It is, a nitro milk stout. So, it's one of those good ones, you know what I'm saying. So, all righty, let me get this popping.
No Corona today?
Ooh. Did you see that? It's coming out. It's cold. No Corona today, unfortunately. That was a one-time thing, Corona technically is all around us, You go outside, you could get it if you don't wear a mask, okay? It's required you wear a mask now, all right? Nobody trying to die. All right.
You get for $1,000 if you don't. Something like that. I don't know. I saw it on.
Yeah.
$1,000 fine. Jeez, I don't even got $1,000 in my bank account. Shoot.
Nope.
If they reimburse me my tuition, maybe, shoot. Or if my job actually paid me doing this recession, but they ain't. So I'm making no monies. So to y'all today, tell us who you are and tell us why should we listen to you.
I'll go first, Francis?
Yeah, I was waiting on you.
Okay. I'm Daisy, and why should we listen to me? Why should they listen to me?
Yeah.
I don't know. I guess because I'm funny. Just kidding. No.
It's true though.
I don't know, because I'm just a regular ass person. Relatable, I guess.
Oh, so why should they? So I'm Francis, right? So, same thing with Daisy. I'm funny too. I think sometimes I have my moments. I don't always make like the funniest jokes. Like right now, and I guess both of us together, we're the dynamic duo. And yeah.
Everything's fun. Just kidding.
Yeah.
Most definitely. How long have y'all been friends?
Since we transferred.
Yeah.
So what, like 2.5 years?
Yeah, like the summer before we met.
Oh yeah, the summer before.
Yeah. Coincidence or luck? Both,
and
maybe.
The only like girls in engineering that I know is you and Salma and Mari, and that's it.
Yeah.
Hispanic girls.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Shit. But with the W at the end, no. No, in the middle.
Yeah.
Most definitely. Well, then tell me a little bit about like why did y'all? Because since you said y'all transfers, tell me a little bit why you guys transferred from. Wait, what schools did y'all transfer from, and why did you want to transfer to Cal Poly Pomona?
Okay, so I transferred from Orange County, college in Orange County, Santa Ana. And then I wanted to transfer to Cal Poly because, first of all, that was like the engineering school and it's polytechnic. And of course, like the learn by doing aspect of it.
Not right now, but usually. Yeah.
Not now. For yourself. But yeah, like just that, like, because I wanted to do something in engineering and I just assumed like, I didn't want to go to UC because it was too expensive. And I did research that UCs are more for like, if you want to get a doctorate or like, you want to go into research instead of the technical field. So that's why I wanted to do Cal Poly.
So I transferred out from Citrus, which is close to Cal Poly. And yeah, same thing, you know, Cal Poly is known for like engineering, and I don't know, I've never really actually considered a UC. I don't know why, to be honest. I don't know, in my mind it was Cal Poly from the beginning. I had counselors tell me consider other schools, don't just set your heart out for Cal Poly. But I'm a very stubborn person, so I was like, no, we're gonna go, we're gonna get in, it's gonna work out. And here we are. It worked out. So yeah.
For the most part, eh?
Yeah, you know what? You know what? Don't do me like that.
It's all that matters.
Yeah, it's all that matters. It's gonna work out. Okay, it is. I don't know how, but it will.
Oh yeah, definitely. That's everybody in college. You know, you get out of college and then you realize those were actually, it was pretty hard, but like it was easy. Because like real life be like totally different. You know what I mean? It's just another level in terms of stress. But even though college is stressful.
You know, when you're in it, it's like, oh, it's like, it's hard, because that's what happened in college. I was taking like 2 classes and I was like, this is so hard. And I was like part-time working and part-time school. And then I'm over here taking like 15 units online. So I was like, okay, there's a difference. A little harder now.
No, yeah, definitely. Like in the moment, it's hard. And then once it's over, it's like, that wasn't that bad. You know?
It was pretty good.
Yeah, I was getting 3 hours of sleep and everything, but it wasn't that bad, you know?
4 hours of sleep a day is fine.
Yeah, you know, it could be worse. No sleep, you know.
Exactly.
Hey, I've met people that have been freaking, you know, that are, I don't know what's the term for it, but like I don't sleep for a couple of days, and I'm like, how is that even like possible? You know, like I need my bedtime every night. I don't care if it's 2 a.m. or if it's 12 p.m. or if it's 5 a.m. I'm getting my 8 hours of sleep. All right. So it don't matter what time I'm waking up.
Yeah,
as long as I get that.
Well, I want to sleep like at 2 a.m. and I just woke up.
See, you got your 8 hours right there.
Way more than 8 hours.
Oh yeah, I think I went to sleep at like 2:30. So yeah, definitely that too. Shoot. So how has the transfer experience been in terms of like Cal Poly and kind of like overall? That's like 2.5 years ago. That's a pretty like, you know, sufficient amount of time. So
I don't know. I think for like being a transfer, I think like a lot of us think that we just want to graduate kind of thing. So for me, I wasn't really like into like the clubs and stuff like that. I just kind of wanted to just graduate. But then of course, like because it's engineering, like you have to meet people. And so like now I kind of miss school because I like to hang out with the people that I'm always hanging out with for like the past 2 years. I kind of miss it.
Oh, so for me, you know, same thing. You know, I miss hanging out with like, you know, my group. We had a group going, man. Like, you know, and then this kind of quarantine kind of came and like destroyed that. But, you know, I feel like as transfer, same thing Daisy said, you know, like you kind of want to get out. You've already been in school for like a period of time. Like, you know, at least for me, I was at Citrus for about 3 years, and I'm like, that's 3 years too long. And, you know, I'm ready to graduate. But, you know, like she said, like as an engineer, you have to get involved in school, like, you know, and that's kind of at least what I kind of was trying to do this semester, but just as I was trying to get it together, you know, this all came and like, yeah, blew it out the wall. It's like, no, you're not. Try next year. So, yeah.
You know, I kind of thought about the same thing as well. Like before, like when I was first starting like college, I mean, well, not even, well, after I applied for college, but before I actually like, you know, like was enrolled in a college, I was debating between my local community college and Cal Poly, because Cal Poly was the only school that I got into out of the 9 colleges that I applied to, probably because my grades weren't sufficient. So it was really my
Not
ACT.
according to Cal Poly, though.
Oh, stop it. Stop it. It's probably because I lived in the area and they're like, oh, we need some Black engineers, you know, we're definitely gonna get him in.
Maybe that's why they like let us transfer too. Like we need some like Hispanic women in here.
We need to spice this. We need to spice up this pool a little bit, you know. Our 3% of Black African Americans are not good enough, okay? So I was debating between the community college and, you know, and Cal Poly. And basically it was until literally July of that same year, right before orientation, that I finally, you know, suited on Cal Poly. Because what I thought was gonna happen is that Cal Poly was gonna see my fall grades and spring grades from the transcripts and be like, you know, resign my admission because they, you know, the grades weren't that good. and I was afraid that was going to happen. So I registered for my community college, did all the tests, enrolled in classes, getting ready, until July when I realized that, oh, I'm at orientation. Yeah, they're not going to take it back at this time. So, that's really when I put my foot in the door at orientation and really, involved myself in the culture, involved myself with meeting people, involved myself, getting to be a part of the school in a bigger way. And I'm so glad that I did that. I learned so much over my years, being a freshman. But as a transfer, you can do the same thing. Mm-hmm. And, you guys are saying that you kind of started a little bit late in terms of that. But I mean, it's better, than doing it. Wait, what's that phrase? I keep forgetting things.
Late is better than never.
Yes. Okay. Exactly. Late is better than never. To just
better late than never.
Yeah.
Better late than never. Yes. Exactly. Then to make your friends, to get in the community of people that can support you and help you. And I'm glad that I met y'all too. I just want to give thanks. Real quick. That I met y'all. That y'all can. That is it's a mutual benefit. In terms of helping each other. And then being successful in these classes. Because I definitely was not gonna pass ECE 3310 by myself. So
we'll thank George for that.
Oh yes. We're thanking George.
No, yeah, and I think like there's a different atmosphere in community college versus like at a 4-year university. At community college, not everyone you meet is gonna transfer. Some people are there just to get like a certain like certificate or to fulfill some certain degrees. Like I know there was people that were trying to fill a degree, some kind of requirement for whatever school. Like it was, and community, and so yeah, and like at a 4-year, there are people who are trying to graduate, versus community college. Like there's different goal mindsets, I guess, is what I'm trying to say going on.
Yeah, because you don't really meet, like if you meet a person your first year of college and then you're there for like 2 to 3 years, you kind of don't see them again.
Yeah.
Because you're just taking general ed classes, and so like you meet a person and then they just one other like semester they're gone because they finished or something. They're not like in the same path. Mm-hmm. So, like you meet friends, but then like they disappear after a semester too.
Yeah.
I feel like you're just there yourself. You're just trying to get past, trying to graduate, and then just trying to do whatever you want to do in your career.
Yeah, it's harder to maintain consistent friendships with people in community college unless you guys are in the same major or within the same.
Very hard to find.
Yeah, definitely. Like I never found anyone in my major. It was always like mechanical engineers, chemical, civil. Nobody wanted to go into the hardware side. I'm like, all right, these friends aren't gonna work out. Now I'm just playing, but no, for like I meet at least my group friends, they were all like bio majors. I don't know why. I joined the bio group at my community college, and then here no bio. It's all mostly engineering. That's
well, funny. I know like 2 people that transferred to Cal Poly, and that I don't even talk to them. So
yeah,
they're like chemical, one's mechanical. 2 are chemical, one's mechanical. So I don't even see them.
Dang, that's crazy. I definitely believe that though, because one of my friends who goes to the local community college here, he's been there for like 4 years. So that's a whole 4-year institution.
I've been there. I've been at a community college for almost 4 years.
Yeah. So you understand, and then he as well. He understands, just how how just like you stated, how people transition in and out, and people find their own ways. Because you can be, you can still take classes when you're like 50 years old there, just to keep up with the time. So it's definitely
with
possible.
The time.
Yeah.
So I think probably my last question on this topic is probably more like, what got you into engineering specifically, and like your specific majors? Because one of y'all is doing computer engineering and the other one of y'all is doing ETE.
Yeah.
So what got you into that in the first place?
Okay, I'll go first since Daisy always goes first. So funny story. I think it was back when I was in 8th grade. So I was like, middle school. So they took us to like a field trip to Citrus, my community college. They took just females. I guess they wanted to like expose them to like engineering world. And I remember we built like this little solar car, and I thought it was the coolest thing ever. I mean, it was basically like 3 parts, just like putting it together. But I thought it was really cool. And then from there, I just kind of, I don't know, started looking into engineering as I got older. Back in high school, I was kind of was in the back of my mind because initially I kind of wanted to be an anesthesiologist, but after looking into all the school and like all the preparation, I was like, yeah, this isn't for me. This isn't my calling. And then so, I thought back to like that little car being built, and I was just like, I thought that was pretty cool. Let's do something with it requiring hardware. So that's kind of how my path to engineering began, I guess. You know. So.
For me, well, in high school, I wanted to be a vet. So like in college, I did a biology class, and I didn't like it at all. So I was like, okay, I don't know what to do like at all. And then during that time, my uncle came into the family, and then he was a computer scientist. So he was telling me, he's like, why don't you do something with computer science? And I was like, okay, I'll take a class. And then I came to like my own realization that I don't really want to code all the time, but I do like coding. I like coding, but then I don't want to do it all the time. So I was like, okay, what's like something that's close to that, And then I talked to my uncle, and he's like, oh, well, computer engineering, you could do the hardware and the software. And your career, you could either go into both of those and you'll be fine. You just have to take one major. I was like, okay, I'll do that. And so it took me like 4 years to do community college because I started so late to all the classes to transfer. And then, so it took so long, but overall, I think it was like because of my uncle, he helped me out to find something. And thank God I liked what he did a little bit, so then I could find my own thing.
That's dope. That's dope. Hey, uncles for the win. My uncle got me into that too when I was just like 2 years old. So shoot. Thank God for the uncles. Huh?
2 years old?
Yeah, I started using computers, breaking computers when I was 2 years old. All the old school desktops where you hit the power button all the time. He was like, you were breaking so many of them, I had to buy new ones. And you know how much it cost back in 1999? And I was like, damn, okay, my bad, shoot. So, and
Dude,
then
I relate with that. I did the same thing. I broke so many, like, those, what are they called? The VCRs. Ask my dad. I broke so many. He still has them, and he's like, the day you get your degree, you're fixing them. And I was like, all right, we'll see.
I broke in like a PSP before because I wanted to see what was like inside. Like I broke the battery from the PSP, and then like, the PSPs, they're so like you can't buy separate parts to do it.
Compact.
Like it's done, I fucked it up.
Jeez. That was like me and like literally all of my little small electronics when I was little too. I thought it was funny that like one of y'all wanted to become a vet and one of y'all wanted to be an anesthesiologist. And you know what I meant, y'all.
Anesthesiologist. I got you. You.
That's funny that like both y'all wanted to go into like medicine and then now y'all both changed to engineers. So that's definitely it.
I like it more than being a vet.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's a different path.
It's a different path. Yeah. Not for me. Definitely. But for other people.
I agree. Like I thought with anesthesiology, I'm like, oh, you could help people that way. But I'm like, yeah, no, I can help people also with engineering, less school. Mm-hmm. So you just got to look at it through a different perspective, through a different lens. I don't know.
Yeah. I feel like in my way, I can help more people as an engineer than in the medical field. Because at the medical field, you're helping one person solely for this set of time. When you're an engineer, you're building this device that can help, that'll be manufactured by the manufacturer engineers and, be used for just like so many other people.
Yeah, I think medical is more personal, depending on like what it is.
You can actually think of it a little bit more like hospitality too, a little, So that's crazy. All right, I think it's time for the next segment of today, which is quarantini. And I'm gonna start you off, Francis, because Daisy's been answering a lot like you said.
Sorry.
Basically, what are you watching right now? What are you binging?
Okay, so I have this obsession with The Office. I think you guys know that. So I keep watching those episodes. I also been watching like those crime documentaries. I don't know. I have a fascination with watching like the fact that how they discover people, like how are people, like the clues they leave behind, type of thing. I've also been watching like I think last night I was watching this documentary called Mission to the Sun. I thought that was pretty cool. I didn't know that we were on our way to discovering what's going on with the sun. So yeah, that type of thing. So
I'm watching I'm also watching crime documentaries on Netflix. There's this, it's called Forensic Files on Netflix. It's like 29 seasons, and I'm like halfway through. I'm watching that because it is interesting, like finding like thinking you could get away with like these crimes, but then they find like the smallest little fragment, and they're like,
Yes.
get you, you know. And I'm also watching anime. I finished watching My Hero Academia, and then I'm watching Bleach, which is like 6 seasons,
Ooh.
and I'm on the 4th season. So a long way for me.
Hey, it's all right. It's a good series. It's a great series.
I know,
I'm just
it's
sad
like-
they canceled it before the manga, man.
I heard it was coming back. That's why I started watching it.
Oh, okay, that's different.
Yeah.
Shoot, if it is, I'm sure I might have to be watching too. But on my list of anime, I'm about to start off with Naruto again and Naruto
I
Shippuden.
haven't seen Naruto. I want to watch it. And One Piece. And you watch One Piece and you watch Naruto.
No, One Piece is way too long. I'm good.
I know.
I'm out.
It's like 900 episodes.
900?
Yes, it's 900. It's too much, but I
I'm
need to
good.
watch it.
And then The Last Airbender and The Legend of Korra. Even though they don't count as animes, but the kind of anime.
I love The Last Airbender. It's my favorite.
Yup.
Mhm.
And that's what I'm about to do in summer, yo. So I'm about to watch Naruto and The Last Airbender and the Korra series. About to be great.
I'm gonna watch it on Netflix with my VPN.
And who's the sponsor of this episode?
Real quick. Or the UK. Watch some Avatar.
And the Studio Ghibli movies, right? I think too. So that's crazy. That's crazy. What about you? Oh wait, we did that already.
Yeah, I feel so left out. You guys watch anime and I don't. I'm like, man, I should start watching it.
You should watch
so-
it.
I am. Trust me. As soon as the semester is over, you know what? We're gonna start changing it up, watching something new.
Mhm. Oh, I didn't even talk about that. How has the last few weeks been in terms of the transition from like, March 11th, yeah, we're at school, and then boom, we're at home. That was like, it's day 29 right now in social isolationism for me. So it should be for y'all too. But how has it been?
I think it was cool, like, because I think it was March 13th that we got the email. It was that Thursday. They're like, oh, we're just gonna have 2 weeks. And I was
Actually, I think it was a Wednesday, wasn't it?
like, oh, I think it was one. Yeah, it was Wednesday.
Because Kevin was on his way to Hawaii that night.
Yeah,
remember?
exactly. He was like in Hawaii or other places. He meet us up and he's like, let's go somewhere. I was like, like, well, I'm still kind of want to go back to school. But it was like 2 weeks that they're like, oh, it's just gonna be 2 weeks. We're off of school, and I was like, oh, 2 weeks is perfect. I have like a good 3 weeks, like just to chill. And then like halfway through those 2 weeks, they're like, yeah, no, it's gonna be for the rest of the semester. And I kind of have like a little panic attack because I was like, how am I gonna do my school? How am I gonna do like my labs and all my classes? Like I'm too dumb to do this by myself. I'm like, I'm not smart enough.
I said the same thing though. I was thinking the same thing. I was like, man, people usually help me in my lab classes. How am I gonna do this?
Exactly. I was like, okay, great. I have to study a little more. But you're kind of getting through it little by little. I can't believe it's been like almost a month, to be honest. Like I felt like it wasn't that long. So I feel like it's going by quickly. I'm just trying to like just do the work pretty much. Hopefully they're lenient enough to, kind of give me a good passing grade. It's hard.
Oh, so same thing. Like I think after literally when we ran into you that day in the park, we were having a good old time laughing about like the funniest things ever. And then when you come here like that, she knows exactly what I'm talking about. Like funny story actually. Like before you came, Kevin, they were in Salma and Daisy were in the middle of lecturing me about my poor life choices, right? Funny story. And so then you come back over and then you're like, hey, do you guys know like school's canceled? And I was like, what? No way, And initially when I saw it was gonna be 2 weeks, same thing. I'm like, oh, it's not too bad. It's gonna give me enough time to just kind of like pull it together, reel it in, and then we're back and we're back and better than ever. No. Especially when I saw that like we were done for the semester, that's when I started noticing things just got serious. Like same thing, like how am I gonna do my lab? Like how, like I mean, yeah, we can do the theoretical work, but usually the theoretical work makes more sense when you have your measured work. And, it's just, I don't know. I was not exactly happy about these online classes. Still am not. But, I feel like at least my professors, they're making an effort. They're trying to put out content for us. At least mine are. And it's been a really rough transition, I guess, for the most part. But you know what? Sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do, and that's just what it comes down to at the end of the day. So
Definitely. I feel that. Man. But like, I think with me personally, so here's my story. Let me put this down.
Gonna get serious.
So, time to get serious. So basically how I felt it is that when I think it was a Tuesday, I don't have a specific date, but basically the same week. On that Tuesday, I started, seeing all the news articles about all the colleges shutting down. Like Harvard was gonna not cancel. They were going to suspend in-person classes for the whole semester and send all their kids home. I knew that was the most extreme. And if Harvard is taking that extreme approach and other schools are closing down for 2 weeks at a time or whatever, like I just knew the end result was gonna be like it was gonna be done for the whole spring semester. Because if Harvard took that approach and they took the leap and canceled graduation and did all of this jazz, I feel like this Corona situation was going to be very, very, very serious. And I just expected us in the end to follow the same leap as them. Cal Poly, unfortunately, they don't want to be too ahead of the curve, which I understand, but sometimes it's needed. So they were like, yeah, there's 2 weeks and then we're going to come back from spring break and it's going to be happy dandy. And, flowers are going to spring from the ground. I was like, there's definitely not going to be any sunshine for the next few weeks. And the weather has literally been gloomy for the past month. It's been like 2 days of sun. And I'm like, yo, I think Corona and like the weather in California has like some type of agreement, because it's been literally gloomy for like a whole month straight, and it's never been this way since I've lived in California.
But that sun hit different when it's illegal, don't you know?
I need the sun now. It's been raining so much. Oh my gosh.
Literally, it's been matching the mood.
Oh.
So
I had chocolate yesterday though. It felt really nice with the rain and everything. It was cold. Got some hot chocolate.
Sure, I need to buy that when I go to the grocery store today. Shoot, I did a lot of things, but the limited money that I got, I gotta buy everything. I was gonna make churros too, but anyway, going on. Basically, that's how I felt, and I was kind of disappointed at first because I was like, these professors, man, they don't know how to do this online things, and it's not gonna be the same, and like I don't know if I'm gonna be able to pass. But after spring break was a real like calm moment. The sea started to calm. I started to relax and focus on myself. Self-love. Self-love was in February, but it's also March, April, and May. So
is it all year round though?
It's probably all year round now. All year round. So I just started to think about that, and especially this email the past few days, which I want to get your thoughts on that. Basically, there's 3 different options we can get in terms of grading now. You can get the regular A, B, C, D, F grade, or you can go for the second option, which is A, B, C, and that's with the plus and minuses, or just no credit. That means it doesn't count against your GPA. If you get a D or an F, you don't get the grade for it, but there's no credit. So to take the class. Counts as prerequisites as well. And then you have the last option, which is basically pass. This is pass or credit, no credit, basically. And with that, you still get the prerequisites, but if you were getting a grade A, B, or C, basically counts as pass. If you're getting a grade of D or F, it still fail. So how do you feel about that personally?
I think it's good for some people. I don't like the fact that they're gonna make us do it until May 8th, which is like what,
A month from now, less than a month actually.
Less than a month, or like is it like before finals?
I think it's the week before finals. Yeah.
Yeah, which is kind of like I seen some other colleges on Reddit that like on the Cal Poly subreddit that they're saying some other universities are waiting until like May 28th just to like get all your classes and all your grades and then see like what you want to do. Like,
That'd be nice.
it's nice that they're doing that. It's nice that they're giving us like options, but like at least give us the time to choose between the options. You know what I mean? Like for me, I don't really mind. I wasn't gonna do the no credit. I might just do the ABC and then no credit, just in case something I don't pass a class or something. But like for the people that really are struggling and then they see that they could do it until May 8th, which again, like what if you don't pass the final or something like that, and then they just have like that option before all the grades come in. I don't know. I think it kind of sucks on that part. That small little part. Like it's all nice until that like that part. Like, oh, you choose it until May 8th. I was like, okay, well, what the hell? Like, at least give us some time.
Yeah, and I agree with Daisy. Like it's just like I get it. They want to like, I guess they're doing it early for the professors. That's my guess, because but still, it's like let me see if I'm gonna fail or not first, so I can decide whether or not to use the pass or no pass, the credit no credit. I think it is. Like I don't even know. I'm like considering using it for one class too, but I kind of don't want to use it. I'd rather just like get the letter grade, but same time it's like this is gonna help me boost my GPA up. Might as well. But like Daisy said, it's too soon. Like May 8th, like let us see the grades first, and then if it looks like if it's not looking too good, then let us use it, I guess. This is kind of my thoughts. Like, I mean, I don't know. I know there's people that want to use it for like all their classes, and I'm like, that's great, but I'm trying to boost my GPA up.
Yeah, I'm trying to artificially inflate my GPA by doing some classes should be some classes credit, no credit, some classes ABC and then no credit, because I can it can help my semester GPA for Dean's List. That could help it overall.
What GPA do you have to be on the Dean's List?
3.5 and above.
Oh, damn it. I was so close last semester.
But I definitely feel like all my classes except for that one, I can actually get a 3.5 for a semester, which is crazy. That has never happened before. So, because I think I'm definitely doing well. So, that's what I'm debating, on the edge. It's like, should I really use it for that one class that I think I might do bad in? Like, I don't think I'll get an F, I think I might get a D. But a D technically is still passing since it's not really a prerequisite, So
but they said that you have to get a C or above for the credit or no credit.
Yeah, so that's why I'm still debating whether should I just go with the regular and just have my GPA suffer, or should I go with the credit, the ABC no credit?
I guess it depends on if you're gonna retake it if you don't pass, right? Because if you're just going to take it, D is technically passing without a prerequisite. So might as well get the D, but then your GPA kind of falls down. Unless you're going to take it again in the next semester, then you could boost that up.
That's why I was going to email the professor and then have a talk with myself and be like, do you want to retake it? Are you sufficient in the knowledge that you know right now? Is that enough for you to continue to the next, going on with the information that you know? So that's all questions I got to ask myself, just to deal with.
Self-reflect,
self-love. It's a big part of this 2020 year.
Was it supposed to be? Well, yeah. Don't you self-reflect every night? Are you supposed to anyway?
No, just me.
I mean, yeah, I self-reflect literally all the time. Self-love.
Yeah.
A little bit on the edge on that one. But probably my last question today is, in terms of the time that you have right now in quarantine, has there been something that you like, a passion that you're redeveloped, a passion that you redeveloped the fire for, or a new thing that you're doing now that you're in quarantine?
I'm playing a lot of video games on the Switch. I'm playing like Pokemon and Super Mario and stuff like that. And then like before, like I think in high school when I had like a ton of time, I used to not paint, draw. Like I would draw like not that well, but I would still draw decent. Now I don't draw anymore, so I kind of want to pick that up again. See if I have time for that. Because I'm always saying I don't have time, but then I'm like on my bed looking at YouTube videos. So instead of doing that, I should draw. So yeah.
For me, it's been, I guess, running. I mean, even though we're not supposed to be outside, I've actually been going out for runs with Janie. We just because she'll take her dog, and then I'll kind of race her dog, even though her dog is like way faster than me. But I've never been a big fan of running, but I don't know if it's just like the fact that we can't be outside kind of has made me feel like, hey, you know what? I actually do like running. I don't know what I was thinking all these years. And I think also like playing with makeup. I mean, I don't wear makeup, yeah, and like I mean, like I got time that now, not really, not like I got like a couple assignments to do, but there's kind of more time. I'm like, I want to play with it, kind of see what I can do with it. I don't know. I've always attributed to not having time, and now there's time, so why not? So yeah, that's pretty much what's been going on.
Time to study more.
Oh yeah, definitely. my best study times are from like 12 to 5. I don't know why. Literally, that's when I get my best work done. I'm not even kidding.
12 to 5 a.m.
12 to 5 a.m. Literally, I think it was on Sunday night. I had an essay due Monday. I was doing an essay, finished at 4 a.m, and I got an A on it. And I was like, all right, this wasn't too bad. Let's not do this again, though.
I've never seen 4 a.m. This past quarantine time, I haven't seen 4 a.m.
Really? So it's only me. So this is like usually like regular for me. Before like even the quarantine, I was gonna sleep around 2 or 3, just doing work. Because I waited till last minute, or because I was studying hard. We'll never know. But no. But in all seriousness, I like would sleep late and then wake up early. Now I sleep late and I wake up late. That's the other difference. I've been getting my 8-9 hours of sleep, and I'm really happy about that to some extent, of course. But yeah.
Don't have those under eye bags.
Yeah, no, trust me. The only bags under my eyes I want is money. Bags of money, but.
Gotta wait until we graduate.
yeah. Gotta put in the work now so we can change these bags for something more.
Same here. I was like, oh, I just have 1 more year, and then I get my career. So don't like mess up this semester just because you're too lazy to do your stuff. Just try to do it, and then you have that year, and you'll be done. That's what I'm trying to tell myself every time I want to do something.
No, same. I'm just like, you know what? I just gotta push through. I gotta remind myself that Ferraris aren't cheap. They cost money. No, I'm just kidding.
Ferrari.
You know what? It's not that I think I'll actually own a Ferrari someday in the future, but it's just kind of like a joke I've had with myself since I was in community college. Like I remember many times I wanted to give up in certain classes. I sit there and be like, look up how much like houses cost, how much cars cost, how much things cost, and I'm like, you need a good career for the things you want. You want a certain lifestyle, you got to work for it. You just can't stay there and hope it. But I do
I follow like travel stuff on Instagram and all this stuff. I'm like, okay, like this is how this place looks. Like remind yourself, like this is where you want to go. Just like stay here, like try to do it, and then like help my parents out. Trying to remember that they need help. They're getting old. Trying to help them out. You need this. You need to graduate so you can help them and travel.
I agree. Like I think I was looking up at like I wanted to go to Greece, and I'm like, yeah, that's not gonna be cheap. So
right now, it's cheap.
Oh right. Well, you know what? Let's take a trip. Let's go. What is it that they eat? The calamari? Let's go.
Get some calamari.
Yeah, let's go to Greece for some calamari. No, I'm just
looking it up right now. See like $100.
Yeah, $20 round trip to Italy, you guys. You just hear.
Kevin's like always down.
Yeah, he like.
Hey, I'm down for adventures. Maybe not right now, but summer 2020, hopefully. Crossing my fingers.
Summer 2020?
Huh?
Summer 2020?
For just trips in general.
To travel? I
To
mean,
get out of quarantine that fast though?
I don't think so. Probably
No.
by hopefully August, because I really want to see my friend at his college in the East Coast. And if I go see him before school starts, that's like literally my only chance, because doing school is gonna be straight busyness, as we all know, because we are all engineers. Tell the people where you can find. Wait, no. Tell the people where they can find you at.
Instagram at D. Oh shit, I don't remember. It's like D_Guzman10. That's the only like social media I have.
Same thing. Instagram. Francis with 2 A's. I think 2 N's and 3 I's, maybe. Not just look through Kevin's follower list. I should be there.
Yeah, she changes her profile picture like every day. So
you know what?
you're
We
bound to
talked
see
about
something
this.
new.
We talked about this. I
Yeah.
like change, but like not drastic change. Good change. The profile picture is good change. Being stuck inside all day is not good change. Okay? Differences in change. Just want to put that out there.
Okay.
And it's together.
You're right. If you would like to listen live to It's Corona Time, hopefully it should be on Mondays and Thursdays at around 4 to 7 p.m. Today we're filming on a Friday. But it should be available on all your podcast platforms Tuesdays and Fridays. Thank you guys for this episode, and y'all have a great rest of your day.